once again thank you to Honorable SOS and Honorable our country who had eloquently start the ball rolling on this issue of the economy and drug abuse and drug use and drug trafficking of the country. So the next stage of this press conference, we want to bring the other panelists who can give you an insight into the current bill we get at Parliament, when the counter-terrorism bill or the Counter-Terrorism Act of 2024. We know say government gets a responsibility for protect the lives and livelihood. We also believe say government a right for make laws and we will benefit we as a people. But of course, we also note that government back do reactions them. People believe say the government when they make laws and we not get any trap for the people of this country. Then we believe in that now some of the reasons then why the public does show so much concern about this current act within a parliament when I bill before it becomes law. So I want to call our national Deputy National Secretary General Honorable Usman Abdal Tibo for enlightening the public on this current bill within the floor of Parliament or the well of Parliament. Honorable sir.
Thank you very much, the Public Relations Officer or the spokesman of the Parliamentary Caucus of a Party in Parliament. I will start by talking about the background of this act, because as much as now we really small talk about dissatisfaction over the introduction of the Counter-Terrorism Act in Parliament, many people in the public, just as they deal with many other legislations that they don't pass, not aware of waiting to happen. And hence the reason why that press conference here with the parliamentary group in collaboration with the party, the whole is very important. Quite recently, the government introduced a bill in Parliament called the Counter-Terrorism Act. They developed this bill in July 2024, but not only recently they bring them come to Parliament. When he reached the Parliament, for the one we found a Parliament, they will see say the deputy leader of the opposition in Parliament, he stand up and make observations about how this document, because of its sensitivity, the need for go forth to the pre-legislative committee before it comes to the plenary when at the full House of Parliament. Arguments go on and off, and the Speaker will rule say, by the standing orders, it is not a must for make and get pre-legislative hearing for to discuss and go into this bill proper one. APC, as the next government of this Republic of Sierra Leone come the next elections, will therefore form and direct the agenda of this nation moving forward. We want to say we welcome the fight against terrorism. We know how terrorism don't affect many countries. They don't take away lives. And we know how, if we not tackle this, it will be a menace. Especially in a situation where, quite recently, towards the end of last year, we see information. So the government arrest, or the government sees, arrest people there, and sees tons of things they use for make bomb them. When we talk about terrorism, let me reflect your mind to the big examples there. I think the time where terrorism came to everybody's attention at the September 11, 2001 World Trade Center bombing and other places, Pentagon, etc., and the United States. Afterwards, we hear about Osama bin Laden, we hear about Al Qaeda. We start for hearing about Boko Haram, Al Shabaab. We start for hearing about attacks them in Nigeria, Senegal, Ivory Coast, and many other places. And this they show say terrorism then are with the months. Especially so when now they arrest people them with that kind of thing so where can be used for if you make bombs and attack whether Naya or they use them other side them. So it is a responsibility as a responsible opposition for pay particular attention to this. And we follow assure the people that say once we take government, we will responsibly go after terrorism, who side they want for start, who side they plan them, for ensure say they not dey Naya, they not get a foothold Naya, neither they get a foothold or they be executed in other parts of this world. However, waiting not bring all this worry now about the contents of this bill where they introduced in Parliament. This bill, as much as parts of one day were necessary, other parts than they, when we see say equivalent now justification for something where somebody when in a big office or the biggest office in this nation, we say one term where it describe people there, EU citizens as terrorists. And maybe for justify that, then bring even ordinary criminal offenses or not even criminal offenses into this act or into this bill. And if we sit down and allow this for a pass, where will they talk about state capture now? This program for happen and of course state capture pro max. It is a big challenge for those left this go without not bringing account to the knowledge of the people of this nation. I will take on through the ordinary definition first where they put inside this billions of terrorism. What constitutes terrorism? We all know how this word bad. For then you look somebody for do or for threatening for do something. When a normal thing the way you can do in the exercise of your rights inside the constitution, somebody use and they call you terrorists. I will read this definition. Inside this bill, it talks say terrorist act. It means when they use or they threaten for use or they attempt for use unlawful force or violence against one or more person or property when calculated for intimidate or force the government agency, the civilian population or a section of the population for do or not for do something in the furtherance of a political cause, in the furtherance of a social cause, in the furtherance of an ideological cause, in the furtherance of a religious cause, or in the furtherance of an economic objective. Furtherance of a political cause. Say for instance, a political party. Because today, APC is in opposition. Very soon, by the next elections, this same SLP will get for the opposition. And just because somebody dissatisfied with the way how the governments are run, the political party put press release for reject certain things. Or for say, okay, we will protest against this. Whether they right under the constitution, just because you do that, or because you pull a press release, you say we don't agree, and for this, we will sit away. For example, like when we decide say we don't go parliament. Then I refraining from allowing the government for do and act. We refrain from allowing them, we stop them for them not continue with the abuse of the electoral process what they can do in 2023. The moment somebody do that in the furtherance of a political cause under this act, then they right for say this group or that person will do so or will say so now terrorist. Can we imagine how serious this be? The other one, for example, an economic objective. The August 10 protests. Many international media describe what will happen August 10 as a protest over the poor running of the economy of this nation. Some people say that insurrection. All a man then call and say that terrorist activity. But when they really experience international media, international government and international partners, then they understand and appreciate say the surrounding circumstance behind what will happen with August 10 now economic crisis. People that be tired. You hear the chance them then tell them day we don't tire. Rest price na so, light no day, poverty day, drugs boku. Those were some of the things we were saying that economic objectives. But because of this, inside this act, they say if you threaten violence, you use violence in furtherance of such causes, on conviction, if they find you guilty, you're liable to imprisonment for a term not less than 30 years. 30 years. This is a way for silent opposition voices, activist voices, the media their voice, ordinary citizen in voice, where it go raise because it's dissatisfied with the way how the socio-economic condition of the country is. This is worrying. Can we sit and allow that kind of thing so without proper deliberation, without proper consultation and wide stakeholder consultation for make it pass and be the law of our nation? We must not allow it. We tell Tenki, talking from the position of a member of the leadership of the party, we tell Tenki to a parliamentary caucus for the stance we then take in a parliament. And as of yesterday, they don't push to the point where parliament don't agree, say that they take this legislation back to the legislative committee for further deliberation and consultation with stakeholders. There are many, many other things inside this bill which is scary. For una in the media, if somebody publish something, he writes and publish even the opinion of somebody else, that person day, just because he published, they can consider or the act we do as a terrorist act, and he liable for conviction for a term not less than 25 years. You will see him. You put on a newspaper, you share them na social media. You not talk them, you not they complain about her. You will do that day. You liable for go jail for a term of 12 years, or you pay 20 million euros. Oh, they come, they pass, they say they don't repeal the criminal libel law. They come with cyber security law, where they look inside we phone them, they look inside we bedroom them. They not done the. They do many other things that will not curtail we rights as citizens, or even express your opinion, for associate, for legally show with dissatisfaction. Now the one can put this power as a responsible opposition. The government in waiting while we dey in support of the fight against terrorism. We dey against certain provisions we not put inside this legislation. We stand against them, and we dey ask that this thing be returned, or make the parliament look into this properly and do a proper consultation with the general citizenry of this country, do the necessary amendments, and then take them back to parliament. Otherwise, as the caucus in parliament, otherwise as the opposition, the only opposition party in parliament, we will resist it through lawful means. And we all know with parliament, because of the thief when the thief, we sit the way we win in the last elections. We not get the numbers or win the votes, but definitely we will make the world know that them provisions here, them bad provisions here, we will bring them down to the fore, to the knowledge of our own, and we will stand up against them, and we will take decisive action when it can at parliament if the right thing is not done in the interest of the people of this nation. If I come this far, I'll leave it there.
I want to join the audience for saying God bless you, Honorable Usman Abdal Timbo.